Okay, so what am I talking about tonight? I'm talking about Robert Fripp, the great guitarist of King Crimson, and also what is most famously known as Frippatronics. Okay, now with my triggers, which is what the show is about, I'm doing an ongoing series of triggering the drum set. What I'm doing is by changing the parameters of the interface unit, changing the scales that I'm using, that I'm triggering, and changing the sounds, I'm getting lots of different ideas to really expand your imagination and doing, just thinking differently on the drum kit is what it's all about. And tonight I'm incorporating that with a little short, sharp history of the great guitarist. One of my favourite guitarists and bands is Robert Fripp, the leader of King Crimson. I've mentioned them probably more than any other band, maybe apart from Led Zepp. I'm not sure. And Frank Zappa and Jethro Tull. Anyway, they're my big group. You know, I wear my influences on my sleeve as far as that. I don't sort of go in for this kind of trying to keep things a secret and it's all mine, mine, mine. It's ridiculous, a ridiculous concept. It's just a very small-minded person who would do that. What I love doing is sharing the things that I love with you. And what I'm loving at the moment is this Bansuri pad patch on my computer. I meant that. And being able to evoke different things and create different kinds of moods with these patches. This patch is a Bansuri pad, which is a Bansuri flute. It's an Indian flute. Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull loves his little Bansuri flute for albums such as the Roots to Branches album from 1996. What a great album that was. And but I don't want to go too far off the beaten track. I'm talking about Robert Fripp, the influence of Robert Fripp, Frippatronics, his collaborations with Brian Eno. Brian Eno, on a Sideways thing, has this wonderful application out called Bloom, where you touch it and it creates different sounds. I've used it on the show quite a bit earlier on in the year and a little bit last year as well, especially with my shows about John Cage and the like, where it's like chance music, so to speak. And to a certain degree, this is what I'm doing tonight, because these particular patches that I'm using on my computer that I'm triggering create different sounds, you see. Now, what I'm actually triggering is actually an F-sharp Phrygian mode, okay, an F-sharp minor pentatonic. And I'm also dealing with the fact that I can, I've got the threshold set. I don't want to get too technical, but I've got the threshold set a certain way, and it's fairly sensitive. So if I just start clapping, it actually starts triggering. And I actually like that. A lot of people don't, because it becomes a little bit uncontrollable, but I'll actually use that, you see. Something like that anyway. So I hope you're getting something out of these episodes all about triggering. I'm doing quite a few actually. I'm really enjoying it a lot, and yeah, I hope it comes across as such. Okay, my name's Chris Quinlan. It's The Drum Show. If you'd like to contact me, it's drumshow@hotmail.com. The website is thedrumshow.net. Please check it out. Lots of clips on my YouTube site. I have now gone past 250. Wacko, makes me feel old and grey. Oh dear. And what I'm doing tonight is Robert Fripp, the influence this great man has created. It's profound. He does many, many different things. He is the leader of King Crimson. Please check out that band. please check out Frippatronics. These wonderful loops that he has, the word ethereal, the word ambient comes up, all of this stuff, and it's really quite a contrast between the busyness and even the heaviness. King Crimson are a funny old band. The older they get, the harder and angrier they get, I think. Their last album was like blow your ears off stuff, so it's terrific, the fact that they can get into things like that. And then on the other side of the coin, Robert Fripp does these wonderful, call them soundscapes if you will, or whatever, but these wonderful sounds. One CD I bought recently was a CD that he put out of this music called A Blessing of Tears, and he dedicated it to his mother, who had just passed away at the time. So yeah, it's a beautiful album, and I believe that there may be an orchestra trying to emulate that. I've heard something on the grapevine about that. But anyway, please check it all out. Robert Fripp, Frippatronics, King Crimson, wonderful masters of improvisation as well. And I've mentioned a couple of drummers. One of the more famous drummers of King Crimson over the years is Bill Bruford. Fantastic. Pat Mastoletto was or is one of the other great drummers of King Crimson, and for a while there they were playing together in the double trio days of the mid-90s. So there you have it. Check them out. Fantastic. My name's Chris Quinlan, as I said, and I'll see you next week.